Happy New Year's, guys. Hopefully I post this on New Year's Day, but most likely I won't because it can take me a second to make a video, and I'm recording this on the 29th of December, but Happy New Year's Day nonetheless. And I wanted to start the new year on a great note. This video will be great. We've done another Keep It 100 cut video in which I reviewed people ranking on a scale from 1 to 10 how racist they are. I saw another cut Keep It 100 video, and after watching the first 30 seconds of it, I thought, this is ridiculous. I need to react to the rest of this without having seen it. I'm going to be taking you asthmatics on this beautiful journey. Maybe we'll all learn together. Who is your crush? Comment down below who your celebrity crush is. Me personally, it would either be Ryan Gosling or Ryan Reynolds.
Do you have a crush on someone? Is this a secret?
My auntie's over there.
Do you have a crush on someone?
That's a complicated question.
First of all, no, it's not. I don't know why people get so embarrassed or just hot whenever they're asked this question. So if someone were to walk up to me, or if I'm in a studio like this, they know they're going to be asked a question. They know there's going to be something here. And they said, do you have a crush on someone? I would be like, oh yeah, I do, but I don't really want to say their name online. That's it. That's all they have to do. This is saying crush, not celebrity crush. That refers to someone that they personally know. So we're not going to know who they're talking about. So why is this video here? Why would we care what they have to say? It's ridiculous. There's no point in this video because we don't know any of the people that they're talking about. Oh yeah, my crush, oh Ethan, he's such a handsome dude. It's like, okay, who's Ethan? I don't understand the basic concept of this video.
An anime crush or just like a real human?
What do you mean an anime crush? Oh, crush. So they're referring to this specific kind of crush? No, you mean like person. Me personally, my anime crush would be, I don't know, Goku. I've never watched animes. I'm just different like that, you know?
No, not at this time.
Do you have a crush on someone? That's a yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Whenever someone has to think about answering the question, that probably means that they have a crush on someone. Nice. If you have a crush on someone, why would it take you time to think about answering that question? I would be able to answer that question in a moment if I were to have a crush. I'm not gonna say if I do or don't because I'm 16. Y'all don't need to know that. I could name their name in a second if I had one. I don't know why people on here are like, oh, wait, do I have a crush? Let me think about that. How do you not already know that? If you have to think about that, you probably do. Why do you have to think about that?
I don't want to say it.
Why don't you want to say?
They're in a happy relationship right now.
You should not have a crush on people in a relationship. I get that you're like, oh man, I wish like I shot my shot, or like I didn't fumble or whatever. I wish that was like me instead of them. I understand that, but they're already in a relationship. I've never had a crush on someone who is in a relationship. If I've had a crush on them before, if they're in the relationship, why would I have a crush on them? That just doesn't make sense because they're in a relationship. It's more likely that they're gonna end up with them with you, depending on the circumstances of the relationship. It's very uncommon. I'm not gonna say it never happens, but for someone to go back to a previous partner that they had. So it's very unlikely that you're going to end up back with them. If you've never been with that person who's in the relationship, then it is possible that you can be with them if you're not like creepy about it. But already having a crush on someone whenever they're in a relationship, that is a bit of a weird thing to do. That's not really normal. You shouldn't be doing that.
There's someone at work.
First time at school, one of my friends. I'll say that much.
Bro, I'm not gonna tell you. Y'all are the feds. No.
Do you have a crush on someone right now?
More or less.
Give me the
Not
name.
really. Like,
Who is your crush?
they probably don't even remember me.
If they don't remember you, how long has it been since you've seen this person? How many times have you seen them? Let's see what this guy has to say further.
I just thought we hit it off well, and I could have gone further, but
Who is this person?
it's top secret.
What do you mean it's a secret? We don't know them. If you don't want to say their name because you fear that they might say this video, that's fine. Just say that. And why does the producer or whatever, the cameragrapher, why does he care? Yeah, who is this person? Who is this person? Oh, his name's Ethan. Oh, okay. You don't know him. You don't know him at all. Again, this whole concept of this video doesn't make any sense.
Do you have a crush on someone?
I do.
Who is it?
Edward, the boy that's after this.
That is a very quick attachment. You get attached immediately just by seeing someone. Have you talked to them at all? Edward, the boy that's after me, have you met him before? Any more context to this? Because if you're having a crush on someone who you just met, that's a bit much. Don't pursue a relationship with someone that you just met. I would not do that, because there's very high chance that someone that you just met and married to, that relationship's not going to work out. Why would you have a crush on someone you just met? It makes zero sense.
Do you have a crush on someone?
Yes, I do.
What's his name?
It starts with a T.
What's the second letter of his name?
You see the cross that she's wearing as a necklace? That's a T. She has a crush on what the cross represents. Jesus forever. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? I said, can I get an amen? Amen. Jeez, what's this guy's deal?
What's their name? Okay, I'll give you the first letter. It's a D. Does this person know you have a crush on them? Maybe. I mean, we talk every day. Do you want to say something to the person? Alright, yeah. Yeah, I guess I have a crush. Yeah, I do have a crush on you. And yeah, if you want to make a move, then go for it.
This is so awkward. This is so incredible. They cut the music whenever she started like talking about confessing essentially to her crush, and now it's just so awkward. I can't watch this. But hopefully it's almost over. Well, we still got 4 minutes left, so I'm just hoping that her talk is almost over.
Who was your last crush?
Her name's Cassidy.
Does Cassidy know?
Yeah.
Does
We're
Cassidy-
dating.
I have a boyfriend.
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend, so.
Do you have a crush on anyone else?
No. I'm loyal.
Sometimes, a partner does.
Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so the lady who said that she has a girlfriend, whenever she was asked, do you have a crush on someone else? Why did it take her a second to respond to that? You should not take a second to respond to a question like that. Do you have a crush on someone else while you're dating someone else? No, you would be able to answer that immediately without having to hesitate. The fact that she hesitated, that's a bit suspicious. So I'm gonna say that she does have a crush, she just doesn't want to admit it. She's in a bad relationship.
Who was the last person you had your eye on?
Brandon?
Maddox.
Devon.
Brandon Maddox. First of all, can we just say like Maddox? That's probably one of the worst names ever, next to Daniel. So yeah, that's their son Maddox. He likes to skate. He watches anime, and he's 16. That's what I think of when I think of Maddox. A skater boy who watches anime and is 16. Granted, I'm 2 of those things, but I don't watch anime, and I only just became a skater boy because my mom and dad got me a boosted board for Christmas. Thank you, mom and dad.
Who was the last person you had a crush on?
There's a girl named Neri. We were talking and then COVID started and we just kind of drifted apart because we couldn't necessarily see each other.
Do you have a crush on someone?
No.
There are no cuties at your school?
I have no clue.
Me personally, there's no cuties at my school, but that's because I am homeschooled.
During distance learning.
Being in person in school, it's a lot easier to have a crush on anybody because you see them in person.
Oh, they're talking about distance learning, like with the Google Meets and stuff. My school, whenever COVID was a thing, you did not have to do like the online thing. That was not a thing. I live in Texas, okay? It's Republican City. There was basically no restrictions at our school. You had to wear a mask, of course. Other than that, you weren't required to do online school. You could, and maybe like a few people, 3 or 4 or 5 people were in the online class, and then it would have a camera facing the class, and then like another camera like that would be facing the whiteboard. We would do things that way, so there'd be 5 people online and then like 20 people in the class. I went to a very small charter school.
All the people on my school are not that great looking, so.
Dang.
Personally, I think there's more important. I'm scared.
I'm very scared.
He said it's not a yes or a no, and then didn't respond to me for 2 weeks.
Dang, do you think he likes her? That's kind of brutal. Saying like, hey, do you like me? I don't know, let me think about that. 2 years later. So have you decided yet?
This girl I've had a crush on for 3 years now. Her name is Haley. She's my friend's sister.
Haley might look at this.
Haley, if you watch this, listen, I've been really scared to tell you that I like you. Actually, I think I love you.
Whoa, wait. That's way too soon. You cannot say that you love someone. You have to work your way up to saying that. Way too soon.
Grant, just so you know, I have a crush on you.
Alexis. I have a crush.
What do you think the likelihood of like them watching this is? Unless they tell them like, hey, watch this. Who's an active cut watcher? They have 12 million subscribers. Who actively watches this?
Her name is Kaiten.
What do you like about this Kaiten?
I mean, me and her both, understand each other a lot. We do have a lot of the same interests.
This guy kind of looks like the reaction time reactor.
Have you told her you have a crush on her?
No, not yet.
Do you want to tell her? Just look at the camera and tell her.
All right, yeah, I do have a crush on you, Kaiten.
Wow, what a great way to end. I talk a lot, especially for these kinds of videos where I have a lot of opinions, because this raw recording is 30 minutes long for a 6-minute long video. That means that if there were no editing to this video and it's just me watching this, a fifth of this video would be the actual video that I'm reacting to, and that's a good way to react to stuff. Okay, I think Judge Jack's Films, if he were to watch this video, he would put his stamp of approval on it. I'm gonna end with my own piece of advice about how to go about asking your crush out. Okay, if they are someone you need to because that's really hard to people if they like you and you know they like you, you will ask them because you're using that word. So like if they only know for certain, ask them. Next, if you are homeschooled and know at school, you need therapy. You need therapy because that's weird. You should not like anyone when you're homeschooled. Okay, unless you go like one day thing. Then we have school. You're the same person. Okay, if you are telling them that they like them and they say reject you, move schools. Okay, that's terrible. Okay, move schools. Books only has to be certain that they like you. That's all listeners. Okay, there's no church and you talk to a lot. And you have to ask them. Then yes, okay. I've never done this. I've never done any church. I've never very small. But every church. There's no church. There's too much. Every church. So you just have to have like understand how and you know how to be in a relationship and you know that you have to put her first. And so you then make sure that you prioritize her. Then ask her. If you're a girl, we're gonna ask you. That's what happens. Okay, I'm gonna ask you. Unless you're confident. If there are any other scenarios that I forgot, leave them in the comments. God bless you all. Happy New Year. I will see you, minute D Ortiz, and you as Maddox, in the next video.